We have Noah, and he would like to speak about FIFA banning the Lion and Sun flag at the World Cup.
Did FIFA ban the Lion and Sun flag at the World Cup? What the hell?
Well, yeah, that is what The Atlantic is reporting via Iran International. They did the same thing in Qatar in 2022. And here's the problem. This isn't going to be played in Qatar. This is going to be played in the United States.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's why I'm saying what the fuck, because in Qatar, I understand why they do shit like that. But how could you ban that in the United States? Like, that's violates free speech and everything. I don't like, what the fuck? Can they even do that? But sorry, go on. I interrupted you. Go on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm shocked too. Like, how the heck are they going to? I can't see anyone in the Iranian diaspora, oh yeah, we're not going to bring our Lion and Sun flag. No, screw. They're going to hide it. They're going to they're going to reveal it. I hope there's so many of them that bring the flags out that they can't remove everyone. So it is just so stupid. And I hope President Trump says something about it because, yeah, it does violate free speech. Yeah, FIFA can go screw itself on this one. This is being played in the US, not Qatar. And you know what? Screw FIFA on this decision.
Is this confirmed or is it just rumors?
I think this is saying, well, they are saying, and this is in the post, they are saying it is for political reasons.
But every flag is political.
I know. This is stupid. So we're gonna have to wait and see, but I'm pretty sure they are gonna try and do this because the IRGC has already asked to ban the pride flags because it's being played in Seattle. So it wouldn't surprise me at this point.
You know what? Actually, I changed my mind. This is good. I think this is good. I support this. Okay, hear me out, Noah. Noah, hear me out. If they allowed the Lion and Sun flag, people would just come with their Lion and Sun flag, and it would be just normal Iranian people. Obviously, they come up with the Lion and Sun flag. It wouldn't get much attention. But now we're going to try to break the rules. And this is going to get a lot of media attention because it's going to be now people trying to figure out how to smuggle in the Lion and Sun flag. People are going to wear it as a t-shirt under the shirt that they're wearing. People are going to bring it in the bag. They're going to come up with the most creative ways on to smuggle it in and just show it. So this violation of the rules and Iranians coming up with the most creative ways to bring the Lion and Sun flag into the events is going to get like, oh my God, look at, like, it's going to bring attention to the fact that the Iranian people are doing this, and more Americans are going to become educated about the difference between the Lion and Sun flag and also the Islamic Republic flag. And also because a lot of people associate the Lion and Sun flag with Pahlavi, a lot more Americans are going to see how much Iranian people love Prince Reza Pahlavi. So maybe this is a good thing. Maybe that's a silver lining. What do you think?
I didn't see that point of view, but I still think it's stupid. But at the same time, I like that. I like that thinking, Armin. I really do. So I might side with you on this one. We'll see. Although BT is saying that although BT did say in there that New York Times, take it with a rock of salt, obviously, is confirming this as well. So who knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
Iranians are so fed up and tired and strong and wild. I can imagine someone like sneaking in a lion and painting one body red and one green and just having a lion. Get it done. Get it done. Like the whole row being red, the whole row being green, everybody in the middle. Yes, I see it.
Yes. I'm just wearing a green shirt. This is not a flag. You're right.
Hello. No problem.
Yeah. But let me actually read what's happening really quickly. Saying following reports and inquiries, FIFA has pointed to its stadium code of conduct conduct, which generally prohibits items deemed political, offensive, or discriminatory. Well, the Islamic Republic flag is political, offensive, and discriminatory all at the same time. So, okay, so therefore they should ban the Islamic Republic flag. The Lion and Sun flag is frequently used by Iranian diaspora and opposition groups as a symbol of protest against the current Iranian government. The Islamic Republic of Iran, by contrast, officially recognizes only the current flag featuring the Islamic emblem. Well, the people don't recognize that, so you have to go with the people rather than the regime, the occupying regime. So that's the reasons that they might be giving for this. Yeah. Yeah, so and also Rodel is saying, you give us a super chat saying, if people show up wearing Lion and Sun shirts, no entry. So if this is true, then yes, they would not be allowed to enter if they're wearing Lion and Sun shirts. And Rodel, thank you so much for the super chat. But I'm pretty sure, like, how could they, like, what if you're wearing a shirt on top of it? What if you're wearing the shirt inside out, and then once you get in, you flip it over, right? What if you just put it like body painting, right? So even if you look at for your clothes, like it's just on your body, and then you take off your shirt, right? So there you go. There's so many different ways. And then yeah, fine, sure. Whoever does that, you like they bring in the security to kick the person out. They make a scene. It gets more attention. So
It will
many ways.
absolutely be on camera as well.
For sure.
So if they want to pan away from the game all game long to stare at the flag, I feel like that's perfect advertising. FIFA advertising is expensive, but if you're getting it for free from the stands,
Yeah, you're right. Actually, it's very expensive. It's so expensive. It's so expensive that China is not even broadcasting it because the price was high. Apparently, they were like, "Yeah, we're not doing it." But yeah, and there you go. And one of the most expensive commercials in the world, you're getting it for free. Good point, BT.
free for monarchists. Okay, to respond, we have Jose and Sketch.
Okay, I hate to burst the Iranians in this chat's bubble, but the Iranian team is in Spain and not a single coach, manager, or player has applied for a U.S. visa. No visa, no entry, no exception. Ice, ice, baby.
Yeah, but the Iranian people will still go to I think the games and have the flags with them. I don't know. Wait, isn't it I heard that what they're doing is they're banning the coaches because the coaches are IRGC, but they might allow the players in without the coaches. I don't know what the update of that is. Do you know the update? The players would allow, but the coaches are IRGC.
All I know is that the article I saw out of Spain, that they're all refusing to, they expect to be allowed in by FIFA, and they refuse to get a visa to come in, which makes it very, very, very interesting. Like I said, the fans can show up. That's fine. Go ahead and take the Lion and Sun. What are they going to do? The team's not going to be there for you to insult.
Yeah, and also just a reminder that the Iranian people don't see those players as the Iranian team, okay? Because unlike the women's football team or soccer team or whatever, the men the men's are way more political, and most of those players, close to all of them, have chosen their side to be with the Islamic Republic. So the Iranian people don't support them. They consider the team not to be Iran's team, but the Islamic Republic's team. So I don't know if they're coming or not. I heard that they are coming, but I'm not sure.
If it's anything like some of the athletes that play in this country that are from South American countries or even Caribbean countries, they could be delayed entering, and I don't care how much money they make professionally, they can be delayed coming in by weeks and months just because someone gets an attitude. If they think they're superior, they're going to get delayed and delayed and delayed. We'll see. If FIFA does cut a deal with Trump and lets them in without the visa, I know a lot of professional leagues in this country that'll go after Trump because they have players coming in from Haiti, Dominican Republic, and a couple other locations that I can just think off the top of my head that have Brazil and they have visa issues, including baseball players in this country.
So this is the update that I have, that actually it's been confirmed that the team is participating. The Iranian Football Federation has officially confirmed their attendance. While the process has been complex for the visas due to political tensions, the team is currently in a training camp in Turkey. They are scheduled to visit the Canadian embassy in Ankara on Thursday, May 21st for visa appointments. And FIFA has provided assurances that the host nations will facilitate the entry of the Iranian delegation to ensure all teams can participate in line with tournament regulations. So it seems like they are confirming that they are attending. So yeah, that means that a lot of Iranian people are going to try to go and protest even against the team, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but remember this: Canada's not being really good with the United States right now, and a visa entering to Canada does not get you into the United States. That kind of laissez-faire stuff is out the window. I don't know for how long. I don't know if it's going to affect anything. Jeff might have an idea, but as far as I know, that's an issue.
Okay.
Okay, next to respond is Sophie.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, I disagree with everything that was said previously on this topic. So I have pulled up right now. So The Athletic is part of New York Times. And so, first of all, they've actually explicitly declined and said, I mean, they've not affirmed any of what people have said before. Just because there's a headline that grabs attention that says, oh, they're doing this, and there's a source. It reminds me of when there were sources about the deal that Trump at the White House blasted, and Caroline Leavitt blasted. Unknown sources do not count for anything right now. What they've done is they've been busy working with states. They've been working with India for broadcasts there. That's separate. They're quite busy. They've had meetings with FIFRI, whatever that Iranian group, to make sure that everybody thinks they're addressing their points. They've been heard, all this stuff. But this article, this is the exact, I'm going to read it, not the whole article, but this actual little statement. This is this full stadium code of conduct. Okay, so first of all, what the White House has said in declining to comment is they would expect that it's going to follow the US Constitution. We are not Qatar. So any comparison to Qatar does not count. Put that aside, whatever went on in 2022. You can look at friend matches that have happened with Team Melli and other places, the things that go on in LA, the pride stuff that's going to go on, which they also object to, that would happen in Seattle. None of that is getting canceled out. Carnegie Mellon, and they've had people talking about this. But anyway, here's the code of conduct. And in a private, just so everyone knows, when you're in a private sports venue, in a private thing, your free speech is not the same. It's like going into someone's living room to some extent. They can make certain rules. They need to be consistent. And the White House, absolutely, Trump definitely, if he wants it to be a certain way or doesn't want or whatever, yes, that can make a difference. But the actual stadium code of conduct says, Article 3.1-.24, any materials, including but not limited to banners, flags, flyers, apparel, and other paraphernalia that are of a political, offensive, and or discriminatory nature, containing wording, symbols, or any other attributes aimed at discrimination of any kind against a country, private, person, or group on account of race, skin color, ethnicity, national or social origin, gender identity and expression, disability, language, religion, political opinion, or any other opinion, birth, wealth, or any other status, sexual orientation, or any other grounds. Folks, you have to look at that entire statement, not take the first part where you heard the word political. So here's the thing. If you put up signs and it is attacking, let's say, Islam or attacking that country or attacking other things, that is very easy to target, things that direct toward anything that they can say is a protected class. Look at this as like protected classes in the United States, but with a kind of a bigger sweeping kind of thing. They've added some other things that have to do with like gender identity and like other things that are a little bit more in flux. But if you have something like a historic Lion and Sun flag, which is pre-revolutionary, that is not attacking a religious group or a color of skin or country or whatever, yes, Iran can see it that way. That doesn't mean that that's consistent with how it is seen by the US. the White House has also said they're expecting to have this comply with the Constitution. Karim Sajatpour, who is a senior fellow at Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, where they focus on Iran and US and foreign policy in the Middle East, he said it would be very risky for FIFA to attempt to restrict the visibility of the pre-revolutionary flag. This is in the New York Times. He said, quote, trying to prohibit Iranians in LA from bringing the Lion and Sun flag into the stadium is like trying to prevent Americans from bringing the US flag into an American stadium. It would cause mass unrest. World Cup matches best demonstrate passion Iranian Americans feel for their homeland and contempt they feel for the Iranian government. Waving the Lion and Sun flag is simultaneously a show of support for the national team and a protest against the regime. And the White House basically said, you know, with Homeland Security, that it would work with local and federal partners to secure the 2026 FIFA World Cup in line with federal law, the US Constitution, as we do with every major sporting event, while showcasing American greatness to the entire world. So you don't have some set answer about this. So anyone trying to claim we have a set answer about this, we don't. Okay. And I'm just telling you what legally it's likely they can prohibit and what they can't. That's all.
Okay. That was a lot of great information. Well, thank you for that.
Next, we have Sketch.
There's something to be said about the spirit of the rules and the letter of the rules. I think people are going to try to get around it. They make, you know, there's a number of ways that they can do that. I do believe it would be a bit of a flashpoint. And there is that, you know, it is America. Like, it's my business. I decide who comes in, and that there is that about it. I think Sophie explained it far better than me. But what we do know is that there's going to be a lot of cameras, and some people might want to be arrested for having the sun and whatever flag. Some people may want to pick a fight there and just have that spectacle of having the guy with one flag fight the other guy with the other flag in front of the stadium, in the stadium. I think there's probably going to be a lot of police there. So if anybody starts a literal fight, it might be a problem. But, you know, it's not like these people have very strict, you know, capture arrest records. They do a lot of catch and release in this area. I think I don't know. I'm hearing Seattle and LA. I don't know which one it is. I think it's Seattle, right? Wherever it is, it's not a place that's going to be big on it unless they start getting real political about, you know, about the arrest, which some of these places literally do. So what I think is going to happen is going to be a lot of attention on it. So despite what the law says and what adherence the local police decide to have, because there's also enforcement, right? We can look at the letter of the law, and the law says this, but if the prosecutor won't prosecute it, if the police won't arrest it, they won't follow the case, then you got nothing. And you can say that the law says this isn't a big deal, but if the prosecutor wants to take it all the way, and if the cop's gonna give you the third degree, it's gonna be what it is. So there's the letter of the law, the spirit of the law, and the will to apply it. And those three are going to be very interesting to watch when this thing hits the fan.